Hi, Governance. How are you? Hope things are fine with you. And I pray God to be safe and secure in a place wherever you are, really. So, God has given an opportunity once again to me to meet all of you through this YouTube channel. Right. So, today's point of discussion I've taken is t-test. So, in continuing with my the previous video, wherein I had explained about the types of parametric and non-parametric test here and its applicability situations also I had explained. Here in this video, I'm just going to tell about t-test in particular. What is this t-test all about? Why people are telling that t-test is important? Yes, it is important for want of researching into any impact of events, any impact, whatever it is. If you want to measure, you can do this. Say, for example, you want to measure the amount of damage happened to Indian economy before the pandemic start and after the start of the pandemic. If you want to research into it, the amount of damage to the economy, you want to research into it, you can use the status. Simply, people are telling that, yeah, economy is damaged after the start of the pandemic. If you just tell and complete with this, it's a notion. I've already told you it's a fanciful notion. So, fanciful notion will not help us to take up a decision. So, we need to prove the statement. Okay. So, the hypothesis so here is there is a significant change negatively after the start of the pandemic. Alternative hypothesis is there is no significant change after negatively after the start of the pandemic. So here you want to choose either alternative or null hypothesis. How can you choose this? So with the help of the t-test results, you can choose whether the null hypothesis is correct or alternative hypothesis is correct. Right. So here this t-test will tell you the impact of the event. Say in marketing, the fine example I can give you is advertisement. Advertisement is meant only for what? It's only to improve the sales. So you want to improvise your sales performance, for which you are floating the advertisement into the market. People have to know about it. People have to recognize your brand. Fine. In this context, so you can find the 1 year sale you can record. Before floating the advertisement, how was the sale in the last 1 year? After floating the advertisement, how is the sale the 1 year after the floating of advertisement? This is how you can take the data, and the data has to be fit enough into the t-test, and finally you can bring up the results. So here, as a business research analyst, you must know for which situation which test should be used. So now the problem is impact of advertisement. It's a problem. No, the correct technique what you have to use is t-test. So there are hundreds of techniques are available. There you can go for high square, you can go for ANOVA, you can go for MANOVA, so on and so forth. But why I spotted T in particular? Because this test is pretty suitable to this problem, advertisement impact. To this problem, it is pretty suitable, right? So now, what are the types of t-tests available? There are 3 types are available. All the 3 are equally important, guys. You cannot discount even one. So number 1, I tell you, first one is one sample T. So this one sample T is a beautiful technique which is being used only to compare the population mean and sample mean. I mean, one micro variable and one macro variable. For example, you want to compare your company salary and the whole national salary for the particular designation called manager. So the manager is a designation which is available across the market. Every company has got the post called manager. In every company, in every industry. So across India, for manager salary, what is average? Average salary for the manager is 20,000 for that matter, for example. But your company, what is it paying? Average salary of a manager for your company is 12,000, for example. Now, the difference between the sample mean is 12,000 minus 20,000. So now the T value will be minus 8,000. That means what? There is a change between the industry average and your company average negatively. So you have to accept the null hypothesis. So null hypothesis stands for what? There is a significant difference between the sample mean and the population mean negatively, right? So that's a point we have to note it down. Now here it is negative. So your company average is 12,000, but industry average is 20,000. So 12 minus 20 is minus 8,000 coming up. Is negative. So you obviously have to go for null hypothesis acceptance. Fine. So in that context, you can use this. Now the next one is called independent samplability. So independent samplability is also a beautiful technique, very interesting technique, which has to be used by you by when? It has to be used only when you need to compare two sample groups which have been taken by you of your choice. Suppose you have taken in your class, there's A section, B section put together, first term be A section, B section put together. You can create two groups. One is boys, one is girls. Obviously, two groups are possible, right? Boys groups, girls groups. In the second internal assessment test, the performance of boys group, the performance of girls group. Is there any difference between the two? Girls group average is somewhere around 28 out of 40. Boys group average is somewhere around 25 out of 40. Now 25 minus 28. Above, there is a significant difference between girls group and boys group. If you want to compare, there's a significant difference. So you can strike the null hypothesis. Now null hypothesis knows there is a significant difference between boys group and girls groups negatively if you put it out. However, suppose for a boys segment, if you want to compare, so boys segment is 27, girls segment is 29 average. So now 27 minus 29 is minus 2. Obviously, I would go for accepting the null hypothesis. So null hypothesis stands for what? It is a change between two sample negatively. Alternative hypothesis saying that there is no change between two sample negatively. If there is no change, for example, boy segment mark is 29, average mark is 29 out of 40. Girl segment average mark is again 29 out of 40. It's equal. You have to obviously accept alternative hypothesis. So this is how you have to proceed your independent samplability. Very, very simple then. So like that, see, when you have 400 or 500 sample, 250 for female side, 250 for male side, you want to compare the average of male, you want to compare the average of female, you want to find the efficiency between the two groups, you can use this. You can do it for marketing, you can do it for finance, you can do it for HR, or of course for logistics. So logistics also you can use this independent samplability. It is the productivity in the delivery service by the lorry segment, the productivity in the delivery service by the air segment. You can compare. So air segment is a one group, lorry segment is another group. So both are doing the delivery service, correct? So the average performance and the cost average in this group, lorry group and airlines group, you can compare and take the decision. So what are the costs happening in the last 1 year? How is the cost happening? Then the same service is being taken through airlines. The same service is taken through lorry. If you want to ship one good from Chennai to Delhi, you can either go for air or you can go for lorry. So lorry, what's the cost average in the last 1 year? Airline, what's the cost average in the last 1 year? You can take up a decision. So independent samplability it's a very good management tool. You can use it for want of taking a decision. So any technique can be a management tool if it is being used for taking a management decision. Fine. Next, coming to the last one called bad usability. So bad usability is only for comparing the impact before the event taking place and after the event taking place with only one sample segment. As a researcher, if you choose one sample segment, the same sample should be used before occurring the event and after occurring the event. So in HR, you can predominantly use bad usability because you always go in for training. You give training to your people, right? So before getting the training, how is the knowledge level of the people who take part in the training? So the participants' knowledge level can be assessed before the training starts. The same participants, same numbers, same people, performance or their knowledge stuff after the training you can assess. So what is the difference of the same sample segment before the start of the training and after the start of the training? If you assess, you can use a vibrant technique which is called as bad usability. So bad usability can be assessed in marketing, finance, and HR. So predominantly we use it in HR. And you can ask me a question. So why can't I use this bad usability in finance? Why not? You can always use this in finance also. So where you can use, let me tell you. So in finance, you can always have, what is that? Company will bring up a strategy called price reduction strategy. I mean, company wants to reduce the price, right? So you can, the announcement has been given by the finance officer of the particular company. The price is going to be reduced. Then that price reduction will impact the profit, obviously. So if the sales price is reduced, it will impact profit, correct? So you can take the profit of the last 1 year before introducing the price reduction strategy. You can take the 1 year profit after the introduction of the price reduction strategy. So you can run this bad usability test between the profit level, and if the profit level is increased, then definitely you can say bad usability test is giving you win-win situation, because after the price reduction strategy, company comes back into the profit track only, not into the last track. So in the finance domain also, this bad sample test can be used predominantly, immensely. So I think my lecture will be completely useful to you. All said and done, I would say that this lecture is just a tip of the iceberg, and I've told you what are all the usage of the techniques, because often our management research people committing mistake is which kind of technique should be used. See, if you look at the research methodology book, it's full with 30 to 40 techniques. You have I-square, you have T, you have ANOVA, you have cross tabulation, you have regression, you have correlation, flush with so many techniques. So which technique should be spotted out to bring up solution to which kind of problem? This is where the success of the business research analyst lies. So I have told you where you have to use this T. I have given you the business problems, various problems in finance, marketing, and HR, and of course in logistics. So you can use this test to bring up solution to the problem in the domain, whichever is your choice. So this video I have floated to you amid this pandemic timing. This pandemic does not stop us from meeting continuously through this YouTube channel. So with this, I put up an end to my speech, and I'll come up with few more techniques on business research methodology in next couple of videos. Till then, bye. Thank you. Right.